Hey everybody, in this video, I am going to do something I haven't done on my channel before. That something is I will be casting stuff. But I've seen people on YouTube cast things with like resin and all these harsh chemicals and crap like that, and having to mix the resin to like the exact whatever it is, exact ratio or something. I don't want to do that, so I'm going to be using hot glue to cast. So what you're going to need is a clay. Get a thing of clay. Push your item. So what you're going to do, get the item you want to reproduce and push it in. I've got a Lego Imperial Guard helmet from Lego Star Wars. But this one right here has been like sanded down with my Dremel and just removed them imperfections. And you might want to remove imperfections with either sandpaper or a sanding bit on your Dremel if you want to neat. But if you don't care about neatness, then you don't really have to do that. But this is really cool. So while I'm waiting for my glue gun to heat up for a little bit. Oh wow, that's actually pretty good. I don't know if it's ready to cast though, but I'll try to see how it goes for me. So last time I did this, it didn't go so well because it overflowed and I put too much glue in. So this is what you're gonna need to do. Get your glue gun, put it in the mold or like right above it. Put it in there, get your glue out. And there you go. The only thing I don't like about this exact mold is the fact that it's hard clay. And I'm afraid that if I try to take it out or something, it might break on me. And especially if I try to take it out too hard, given the fact that hard clay is like so darn brittle, I'm afraid that's like gonna happen. But I don't know if I should fear that though, so I'm just gonna do it, see how it goes for me. If you put too much in, the more glue you put in over the mold, the more imperfections you'll have to like remove, you know? So what I'm saying is the more you overflow your mold, the more work you'll have to do in the long run. So you only want to fill your mold till about like the end of it. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, that's what you gotta do. That is exactly what you need to do. Wait a minute. And make sure that you fill in all the gaps and everything. Given the fact that, yeah, there you go. And if you screw up on something, don't like freak out on it. Because you can always like remove them if you have sandpaper or a Dremel with a sanding bit on it, you can remove it no problem. But if you have neither, if you don't have sandpaper, a Dremel with a sanding bit, or you don't care about neatness or don't have those tools or whatever, don't worry about it. But still, if you want this to look as neat as you possibly can get it without having to sand down or whatever, I recommend that you just don't do this. Or I recommend that you don't overflow your mold, because that's the last thing you want to do. Believe me when I say that, and it's true. It's the last thing you want to do. You do not want to overflow your mold. That's the worst thing you could do to your mold. Or the structure, or whatever you want to call it. So, there you go. I'm going to take that out. See how that went for me. Huh. That actually turned out pretty good. Better than I had expected, but see that? The reason why this one looks so neat is because it's been sanded down and the imperfections have been removed. Or you can get like a hacksaw or something and just take it out like that. But it's totally up to you what you want to do with the mold from here. But still, you will have to remove imperfections and whatnot if you want it to look really, really good. But the thing is, I do care about the neatness of my projects. So I'm going to try to make this look as neat as I possibly can. And yes, if you want this to look colorful, you do have to either spray paint it or plastic dip it. Plastic dip is just spray on rubber. Kind of like Flex Seal or something like that. But yeah, there you go. So I am going to sand this down with my Dremel. The reason the way I'm going to do that, and I'm just going to follow the lines of the mold, and then just do that, and I'll clean the rest up with sandpaper. So I'm going to do that now, off camera. Alright. So now that I've sanded down the thing, the hot glue structure, or whatever you want to call it, here's what it ended up looking like, the one I just sanded. The one I made before, a little bit neater, but if you don't care about neatness, then you can just don't have to sand it. But if you don't have sandpaper or a sanding bit on a Dremel, you could probably get a pair of scissors and just cut off the excess if you screw up. And if you don't have sandpaper, you can just rub it on like a solid surface. Any solid surface will do. Work as good sandpaper. As long as you just treat it like sandpaper, you'll be okay. Yeah. That's what I've had to do sometimes, and it worked fine for me. And there you go, ladies and gentlemen. But first, before I go, I'm gonna attempt to paint these little hot glue mold castings out of. I'm gonna paint them with some acrylic paint. I'm gonna dry brush them because I don't want to have to spray paint them. Given the fact that not only spray paint really toxic, but where I live right now, I have a snow day off because it's so damn cold outside. And I'm gonna now get a thing of water. Yeah. I'm gonna get a cup of water so that I can just dip my paintbrush in there and just paint it by hand. So that I don't really have to do anything major. So that's all I'm gonna do. Put the mold aside and everything aside. I'm gonna get the paintbrush wet a little bit and just wipe it off like that. I don't get the paint too wet. I don't really want to do that. And no, I don't. I'm gonna hold it in my finger while I do this. Hold it while I do it, so that it doesn't like move around. Paint them red because they're Imperial Guard helmets. If you know the Imperial Guards from Star Wars, they wore bright red. You know why fire trucks are red? Because they stand out. They grab your attention. That's the main reason why fire trucks are red. And I think you're going to like, and this is actually turning out much better than I had anticipated it would be. Much less of a pain than I had foreseen, pretty much, as Emperor Palpatine would say from Star Wars. And there you go. You can see the little imperfections when I paint it, but I still really like it. I think this is a really cool tutorial. You could follow after me. But if you do plan to do this yourself and don't have any real tools like sandpaper or, you know, a sanding bit with a Dremel, you can get a pair of scissors and just cut off excess. If you overflow the mold, then you can just get like a solid surface, like a wall or a table. Anything that's like really solid will work as good sandpaper. Just rub it from one direction, rub it side to side or whatever. Rub it in a back and forth direction and you'll be okay. Yeah. And I'll show you the finished result when they're done being painted. Or when they have dried. Well, there you go. Alright, I'm going to speed this up a little bit. I'm just kidding. I'm going to make you watch this. Sorry, viewers and subs. But there you go. And if you want to, you can comment on my videos. I don't usually get comments on my videos. Well, but, you know, I have lost subscribers in the past. But the thing is, I don't care about how much influence I have. I just want to care that I make my whatever influence I have count. You know? Yeah, I do. And there you go, ladies and gentlemen. I'll show you the finished result when they're like pretty much done drying. Yeah, I'll show you preferably in a future video so that I can do other stuff, and I'll do it in the same day. I at least plan to. And as always, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, viewers and subscribers, smash that like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications to stay cool. See you next time. May the force be with you. Have a great day. Have a great weekend. It's Thursday today. It's technically Thursday, I'll call it. And see you next time. Bye. Alright, that's good enough for me, for my taste. And I'll show you in my next video how these little painted sculptures come out when I'm done. Or when they're done drying, I should say, given the fact that they need time to dry. I'm going to wait till that happens, and until then, see you next time. Hope you enjoyed this video.